The Greatest Putdown. Let's check it out. Alright, we'll stop there. So the intro is two simple chords played in a difficult way, kind of. So it's a C major 7, which is just a C chord. Take away your index finger. Don't play the high or low string. Don't play the 6th or the 1st string here, okay? And then you do a little walk up. So, alright, so you do all 4 strings at once, and then you do a rake type of a thing, like that. Okay? So that's the melody. And the melody is open B, C on the B string, D on the B string, and open E string. So he incorporates that, the B note into the strum there. And then he incorporates the high E in an F major 7 chord. Now you're not playing the low F on this one, okay? The bass takes care of that. And then you rake or strum just like you did before, but you're just going to do the top 4 strings. And then the melody on the other end goes back to the C major 7 chord. So when you're in that F major 7 chord position, you just bring your pinky down. Take a little practice to get that right, okay? The tab is up on the screen in the link below. The whole song is charted for you. All the tab for the riffs is in there as well. Okay, so we'll let you practice that one in your own time. So let's move on from there and go into the verse. Put down the glass. You're shaking wind. Put down that face. Pick up that smile. Your family waits for you without any trial. Alright, so that leads us up to the chorus is really just like one sentence. You could just call this whole thing like a verse that just punctuates with the name of the song. So we'll call that little punctuation at the end the greatest putdown. Greatest putdown of all is coming for me. That part, we'll call that the chorus. So up to that point, as you can see on the chords up above, nothing funky in the chords, right? It's pretty straightforward. You know, I don't want to say cliche, but these chords are very cliche, or not so much cliche as just used and used and used and used. He makes it sound really good though, and that's the thing about Nik that I really like, is that he can take, these de rigueur chord progressions and make them sound good. So not much to say about this. You'll notice that, okay, well, let's just go through the chords. So there's a C add 9. And what you'll notice is he's emphasizing the note on the B string a lot in this one. So you can hear, you'll hear that. And there's a quick G over B to an A minor. And again, he's emphasizing that note on the B string, which is a C in this case. Then we go to an E minor. And again, emphasizing the note on the B string, which is open B. Now, when you make your F chord, do not play the low. The bass takes care of that, okay? So you just play it like this, right? And then out of the F chord, there's a open E note. There's no E chord. It's just an E bass note that takes us to a D minor 7 chord. All right. So the only difference between the F and the D minor 7 is you just take those two fingers off and play the open D there. So. And then. So the last part, you have a C add 9, and you do another strum, only the four middle strings. Okay. When you hit that D right here, you just do a walk down to an open B, and then you play an F chord. Only the four strings, not the low and high ones. Okay, the four strings in the middle here. All right. So all together you get very sparse. Oops. And that takes us up to the greatest put-down vocal, okay? All right, so let's listen to well, we can call it the chorus. We'll pick it up on the F chord, and then I'll tell you what he's doing. I mean, come on, the chords are up there. You'll figure this stuff out. That the greatest put-down is coming from me. Whatever. So anyway, it's just a great. Right, so it's simple. A minor, G, F. Again, don't play the low. The bass will take care of the low note. Even if you're doing it solo, don't play the low F. Put down of all D minor 7 and with a G5. The reason this is a G5 is there's no third. There's no B in there. Okay, that's it, guys, and it just repeats from there. Let's see, what do we got next? Yeah, and then if I'm not mistaken, here we go to a bridge. Let's just let this part play out. All right. Here we go. All right, here we go. Real nice here. We got some fun Kershaw-isms here in this one. So he returns after the second chorus to and immediately to E, E over G sharp, A minor, F sharp over D7, G, E, E over G sharp, A minor over G, and then ends on F. All right, let's do that bridge one more time. So we'll pick it back up at the end of the second chorus again.
Is coming from
Here we go to E.
biggest fires from the smallest spark that will blow out the toughest words from the softest heart. I love you, my dear friend, and your reflection.
All right, very good. So, what to say about this? Okay, so we start off with the first two chords of the, the intro, the in-between verse part. So when you go to the F major 7, you hit the open E. You don't run the melody back. Okay, so you just hit the open E, then you go to E. Now the next chord is an E over G sharp, and I think what he's doing is he's doing it this way. Now, if you listen to the bass, it goes E, G sharp, and A. So I'm assuming that he's playing it like this, because the other way you play E over G sharp would be, you could do that. I don't think that's what he's doing. So I would say this might be hard for some of you. You play an E chord, and then what you have to do is you have to get your pinky on top like that, which usually will mute the A string. So what I usually do there is I'll go like this, and then I'll bring that finger down and that finger over. Right? E over G sharp. So you have to really get this finger on that G sharp note. You really can't let it sit flat. You have to really use the tip of your finger there. It's a good thing to practice. Look, you can kind of maybe see it better there. All right. Boom. You could also just play like that. Go to the A minor. So you could go just E. Boom. That, in fairness, may be what's going on, but I do think I hear the E chord under that. So, anyway, let's start this over again. Okay, so out of the okay, pop the high E, E over G sharp, A minor, and then you hear you go down reverse strum to. Barely see. There we go. To that there is a D7 chord, just a partial, the C and the A note with an F sharp on top. So usually you'd play it like that, C over D, D over F sharp, but in this case it's D7 over F sharp. All right. So out of that A minor, all you have to do is just move that finger up, and then to a G. And then you walk down F note to E, repeat, and then A minor again, but this time you go A minor over G and bring it back to F. I think it's an F major 7. We'll have to listen to it, okay? Let's listen to that last part there. Yeah, F major 7, you can hear it. All right, so that's pretty tricky. So let's just do that one more time. This is the hardest part of the song. Okay, so this is the end of the second chorus. Here we go. You ready? Now pop the high E. First strum. F, E, G sharp. A minor over G to F, major 7. Now listen, E, D minor 7, takes us back to the chorus. Keep going.
coming from
Oh, surprise, surprise. There's no C there. He tricks us again. Because he's a sneaky little bastard.
You fucking sneaky bastard.
Okay, so this is fun. Listen to what he does here, okay? Okay, here we go.
is coming from
So that in between bit is an A minor, and you have to hang on it and then hit A, G, F sharp over D7 again. Right? It's fucking cool. Really, really, really cool. Okay. All right, so let's do this one more time, and then we have to look at what he's doing a little bit on the last chorus line, because those interjected chords, he comes in on the F the second time through. So listen, let's just play this one more time. Okay, here we go. A minor. Okay, walk down. Okay, now we go to F. E minor, D minor 7, G. All right, here's the end.
coming from
Pop that B string at the end. All right, so to repeat this, because it's weird and tricky, the last time he plays the chorus, okay, so. Whoa, in the end. Pop that B, all right. So I might have been a little sloppy on this, so I'm sorry. But I literally learned this song this afternoon. My family was out of the house. I had a couple of hours to focus, and I learned the song. I figured it out, learned it. So a little sloppy, and hope I didn't confuse you too much. But anyway, great song. Hope you guys are doing great, and yeah, we'll catch you next time.